Hey everyone, welcome back. How is your summer going? So today's video is going to be a summer favorites video. I compiled a bunch of my favorites that I've been using more than anything else this summer, or my go-to makeup pieces, I guess. I just did one, well actually one of them there was two, but I pretty much did one piece for each. You know, there's a palette, there's a mascara, there's a foundation, yada yada yada. So I tried to do a little bit of makeup today, but I'm not really feeling well, so I just did the bare minimum. You can tell that I'm like burned on my forehead. I've got the raccoon eye going on. So cute. Nothing's going on down here except for zits. Anyway, let's get right to it. So, my child is jumping all over the place. She's crazy. Okay, so my summer go-to palette. I had a hard time with this one actually because I just got the Laura Geller's 20 Shades of Baked and I really like it, but it's not really been my summer go-to because I just got it. So instead I chose the Naked 3. I have been using this palette more often than any of my other palettes, and I think it's just because of all the pretty rosy tones. I feel like these are really summery. They have beautiful pinks in there. I really like Trick. I feel like Trick is just a gorgeous, like, sun-kissed bronzy color. And all their dark colors, you can use them really lightly, and then they're not too awful dark. And they have just, I love this highlight shade. Strange is beautiful. So I feel like I pick this one up more often than any of the other ones. I always say the Naked 2 is probably my favorite palette because I only have the 2 and the 3, but I really love the 3, so it's hard to say. Okay, so my favorite eyeshadow primer has been the NYX HD eyeshadow base. This, I think the whole reason I like this one, other than the price point, which is like $6 or $7, it's a doe foot applicator. If you've never used this stuff, doe foot applicator, it's really, really light. It's not like a thick paste. Like I said, it's an applicator, so I can just put it on my eye and blend it in. And like I said, it's also not a thick paste. So I think those are my two big things I don't like. I hate the ones that are in the pots. I have 2 of them. I hate sticking my finger in there. Not only does it feel like it's really unsanitary, but I've got nails, and it just, it digs. And all the ones in the pots are really, really thick. So this is definitely my favorite one. I actually just repurchased this, so I'm getting a little low on that one. Okay, so for my favorite mascara I've been using, I also had trouble with this one because I've actually been flipping a lot through the Lights Camera Lashes, the Benefit They're Real, the Too Faced, the Better Than Sex, and the Urban Decay Perversion, because I have little tiny ones of all those. But the one I seem to be reaching for the most is this Real Colors Whiplash Ultimate Mascara. I guess you can't really see that. So this is the one that I've been using more often. I think it's because I thought that it was going to be dried up and gross, and I actually opened it, and it's super creamy. That's what the applicator looks like. Goodness, she's noisy. I don't know if you can hear her back there. She's like throwing things around. Okay, so my favorite eyeliner is definitely, this is like my all-time favorite eyeliner at this point. This is the BH Liquid Eyeliner in black. And it has this really nice little, oops, felt tip applicator. It looks like that. I have a lot of different eyeliners, but I really think that this one is the best that there is, and I've just used it constantly. So those are those. And next is my favorite foundation this summer has definitely been the Amazonian Clay from Tarte. I have it in the color Ivory, and it is a little bit too dark for my skin tone, so it's actually worked out really well, kind of like blending my burn issues in. I really should just wear sunscreen. I always forget though. It's really bad. But anyway, yeah, so I've been using this more often, and I've noticed I have been able to rotate through a lot more of my foundations, because I do have a couple that are a little bit darker. Like, I have a MAC, the Studio Fix Fluid, that I've hardly got to use. I bought it when I was in Hawaii, which was so stupid because I was burned to a crisp. And I'm like, well, try and match it to my skin tone. And the girl did as good as she could. And I mean, it matches. Ew, there's a fly in here. It matches pretty well, but this has been my go-to. And it's a really good full coverage. So if you're looking for a full coverage, this is the way to go. Okay, so my concealer that I've been using a lot has been the Boi-ing concealer. And I ranted in different videos about how I really didn't like the Boi-ing concealer at first because it was too dark. Which is ridiculous because this is the lightest color. And you can see that's pretty light. But my skin is very fair. So when I first started using this, I was like blotchy everywhere I put it on. And now that I'm darker, this actually matches and is a good coverage. So I've also been using lately the NYX concealer. The stick one with the doe foot. It looks exactly like this, except it's a concealer. And that one I bought in porcelain, and it kind of still matches my skin, which is weird. When it comes out, it doesn't, but once I blend it in, it does. I don't know. Okay, so my favorite blush, this was really difficult because I've actually been rotating through every single blush that I own. I've used Coralista, I have NYX and Apricot, I have one by a company called Sorbet in the color Love. I don't know, I have a bunch of them, but the one that I'm loving right now is the Milani Baked Blush in the color Dolce Pink. I just bought this on Friday. I shouldn't even be allowed... That was the brush. I shouldn't even be allowed to put this in this video, but I'm in love with it. It is the most beautiful color ever. I don't necessarily have to use a highlighter because it's a baked blush, and it's so shimmery. You can see all the pretty shimmer. And it's like a mix between pretty pink and pretty coral, and I just love it, and I don't care. It's going to be my favorite all summer now. So I just have a couple more products. I'm just going to get them out here so I don't have to keep reaching back because this is getting annoying. So my favorite powders this summer, okay, this one was a toss-up too. I've been using both of these. This one is the Hard Candy Fast and Fabulous Translucent Finishing Powder, and this one is the Rimmel Stay Matte. And the reason I'm going between the two of them is because they're completely different. This one is a white powder, and it is absolutely transparent and does nothing. So I've been using that when I don't want any extra color. And this one says it's transparent, but it's not. It leaves color on my pale face. So if I need to add a little bit of color, I will use that one. My highlighter I've been using is the Ofra Blush Stripes. I got this in a BoxyCharm box, and I absolutely love it. I love the size of it. I love it's got 3 different stripe colors. It's beautiful. And the last thing I have is lipsticks. I have been more than anything. I'm doing something naughty again. This is something I got in my BoxyCharm. It is the Click Click lipstick from Duce, I think is the company. The color doesn't have a name. It's 804, but it's just the prettiest color. But this has been the one I've been using, but I just bought the Milani color in Dolce Carmelo, and it is so beautiful. I have it on today. And it's like a little browner than the Click Click lipstick, but oh my god, gorgeous. I can't wait to get more of these. So, those are my summer favorites. If any of these are your favorites or you want to try them out, you should let me know. Tell me if there are summer favorites that you have, and give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe. So I will see you in my next video. It'll fly again. Bye!